Okay, so today we're going to do a tutorial on how to start up the Oak Ridge nuclear power station. And we're just going to load in. And we're going to set the time shift length because I'm in a private server. And then we also have my friends here helping me with this guide. So, yeah. Then we're going to go through these turnstiles and down the north stairwell because stairwells are faster than the elevators. We're going to go through here and we're going to grab our dosimeters. Just going to tap them there and go through. Then we're going to go through plan to access A and we're going to go up through the east stairwell. Because again, stairwells are faster. Then we're going to be at the control room, right here. And we're just going to open up this door. Now there's going to be a lot of buttons. First thing you want to do is grab a bypass key. Then, just to get the controls working, because you have to do this, otherwise nothing will work, you have to turn on your diesel generators. Otherwise nothing will work. You have to turn on these diesel gens right here. You have to turn them on. And then we have to wait for these two to light green. Otherwise, we won't be able to control anything. Yeah, we need to wait for those to light green. So once we do that, we'll just wait for that to work.
Warning. Unauthorized personnel detected in Sector A. All science, medical, and human resources personnel, please evacuate immediately.
And now they're green. So once they're green, we're going to turn off this AC/DC. That's going to turn on that alarm. That alarm is normal during startup. It's going to go off as soon as we're done with startup. Then, once we're done with that, we're going to just turn off that. That's going to turn off these, and it's also going to set off the heat loop. It's also going to set off a few other alarms. That is normal during startup. Then we're gonna turn off. All this OCC. No, all this MCP because we don't need MCPs, and we're also gonna turn off the offline core cooling. That's gonna do a mode conflict. And all these alarms are normal during startup. Yeah, they're just supposed to go off. Then we're also gonna turn off auto scram. You need a bypass key to do that. They can be found up in the cabinet. It's normal to turn off auto scram as pro because, auto scram just scrams when sometimes it isn't needed. Then we're going to turn on the shutdown control rods to pull them out of the core. And we're also going to go to mode 1. So they'll actually start pulling. And you'll notice that mode conflict is gone, which means we've done it correctly. We're also going to turn on auto control rods to 1500, and you'll see why we did that in a second. And now we're just going to wait till the bell goes off. And we're going to do basically nothing else right now. So we're just going to wait for this, and while it's going up, we can just select the rod pattern we're going to use, which we're just going to pull all the center. We're just going to pull all these rods out here. I'll show you exactly what the pattern is here in a second when I can show you. There. So we're just going to pull out the rods like this. And we're just going to hit remove, and then we're going to pull them out to 0. We're going to pull them out to 0. And you're going to notice that isn't, it's heating up in the center, but it's not heating up on the edges. That's what auto control to 1500's for. That's going to balance the heat out very slowly. It's not going to work yet, but it's going to work slowly. It's going to slowly work. And you'll notice it's slowly balancing them out. And once we stop pulling, it's going to fully balance them out eventually. So we're just going to pull these out to 0% insertion. And at some point during that time, you're going to notice our reactor power spike. And you're going to notice we can also walk as far away as we want, and it'll still keep removing. It won't stop. And that spell signifies we have thermal power, which is good, because then we can start synchronizing the turbine shortly. And now we have a core heat imbalance. That is normal during startup. That is going to be that's going to be slowly fixed by this auto control. I forgot. Yeah, since we have thermal power, we can now go online. One of my two friends will call grid controller on that phone and go online. Perfect. Yeah, that's normal. You're gonna notice our temps are getting a bit high. No, our thermal's getting a bit high. That's good. Higher thermal is better. Because then we can produce more power. Higher the thermal, the better. And we're gonna notice all the rods we've selected are pulled out. Selected rods are marked with a little light thing, so we're just gonna deselect. And then we're just gonna wait. Now we're at 2000, we're going to go into mode 2. And because we have thermal power, we can also turn off the generator. Actually, yeah, we can also turn off the generators. Because we no longer need them to function. You're going to notice some music going off. That's just music to congratulate you for getting this far. That just congratulates you for getting this far. That's just like a very nice music. That's basically, you started up the core. Oh, well, you're halfway there. Keep on going, music. And we're going to notice we're at a very nice megawatt right now. 3,700 megawatt, and it's increasing steadily. That's good. We're going to want it to go all the way up, and we're going to want it to get very high. The higher, the better. So yeah, we're just going to wait for that. And you're going to notice high thermal power is going off. That's good. That's absolutely good. That means we're able to produce more thermal power. Oh, and that shake is the turbine suddenly kicking on. That's also good. Now that we're at a nice... we're going to wait till we're at 10,000 megawatts. And then we're going to go synchronize the turbines. Actually, no, we're going to synchronize them at a nice 8,700. So we're going to go over here. Put a key in this breaker and turn it on, and then we're just gonna do this. That's gonna synchronize both our turbines. Now that they're synchronized, we're also gonna open this breaker because now we don't need that anymore. We don't need to be on grade power anymore. That's gonna turn off our lights for a second. That's normal. It should stay off. Also, this alarm means that the turbines are started. That is normal. That alarm going off is normal. It just means that your turbines are started and connected to grid. It'll also go off shortly. Now you're gonna notice that we're at a nice 12,000 megawatts. That's a very nice point to be, but we're just gonna increase them a slight bit. And yeah, you're also gonna notice our cores are nice and hot. This is just in the range you want them to be. Like, yeah, just about in the range you want them to be. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is all good. This is how you this is basically how to start up Oak Ridge. The master's tutorial on how to start up Oak Ridge. Um, there's not really much to say here. So yeah. Oh, and all these alarms going off now. That's just that's just like maintenance announcing that we're online, and the grid controllers saying, "Oh, we're online," and that's just them being generally happy that we're online. That's supposed to happen. Yeah, that's just grid being happy that we're online. Oh, and then yeah, just after we go online, we need to turn on the ECCS injection valve because that helps.